We're still well within Women's Month, and for the past few weeks been celebrating ladies in all industries, and this weekend we've put the spotlight on women with extraordinary spiritual gifts.
Well, earlier this week, our producer Thapelo Mowela had a chat with Psychic Medium Cindy Kruger on her spiritual journey and offering healing through her readings. The first question we asked her was, what is a psychic medium? This is what she had to say.
Psychic medium is psychic, you're able to see past, present, future. Medium, you're meant to connect with the loved ones who have crossed over. I'm going to raise it and say, do I believe that there's charlatans out there? Of course I believe that. And I think that people are vulnerable when it comes to matters of the heart, especially when it's anything to do with your love, your romancing, your career path and financials, all the way through to family and deaths. And I feel that some people can take advantage of others, so I always say to everyone, trust your gut feeling. Trust that gut feeling. If this feels good to you, if this feels right, go and enjoy the reading. But if your gut feeling is saying no, then no one's forcing you. I believe I'm not going to ever be everyone's cup of tea, and I basically don't choose to be everyone's cup of tea, but I sure don't mind stirring the sugar in the tea, in the sense that whomever comes to me, I will graciously give them a read.
Let's talk about the other side of life. Take us through that, the process, the journey. How do you connect with the gods on the other side?
So for connecting generally with your loved ones, you go through a process of your sensories being raised, so you can connect with everything from, you can smell things, you can feel things, you can have a vision of things, you can hear things. So it's all your sensories that get raised. It's a lot of vision more than anything else. I believe there's definitely an afterlife, and I believe that our souls do go into a resting plane and then up into, my perception, heaven. The most amazing thing though is the peace that comes from that side. There is no peer pressure, there is no judgment, there's no anger. It's full of forgiveness. Once you do cross over onto the other side, I don't believe you're still in a human form. You're more an energy. And it's that energy that helps to connect still with me.
There's some sort of guideline that you have to follow before doing a reading. Is there a process, or does it just come naturally? You meet someone at a coffee shop and probably start getting visions of that person's life, or is there a certain process that you have to go through?
I'd speak for myself and my own experience, where I think previously I did go through a process where you meditate, you have a lot of quiet time before you're actually doing your one-on-one readings. But when spirit does want to connect, i.e. in a coffee shop, where you do walk up to there's no prepping. You walk up to the person, hi, let me help you. So unfortunately, no, in that type of spirit of the moment, which does happen, not all the time, but yes, it does happen, you don't get to prep.
And how do you generally deliver the message? I know people are advancing now in technology, they Skype, could do it over the telephone. Which do you prefer? Or do you
I love more face-to-face. I find it more interactive, and I do enjoy telephonic readings, so on the telephone, so between telephone and face-to-face reads, those are the two that I thoroughly enjoy.
And how important is believing in everything? I know when you believe, we all believe in stuff. People go to church and there's faith. We taught faith from a young age. How important is believing when coming for a reading?
For me, as a healer, a psychic, I'm not meant to be here to judge you or to have any form of assumption of you. If you believe in ritual work, or if you had to believe in Umuti, or if you believed only in church, or if you believed in Buddhism, I cannot hold that against you. That is not for me to be able to do. I am there to respect your belief system and help guide you through it.
So what you're saying now is, with you, religion, culture and beliefs don't play a role. You just do a reading purely on a person.
Yeah, and it's also for you coming into the read, if you have a certain respectful culture or religion, I'm not going to hamper with that. Don't feel afraid that that's going to tarnish how you have your reading done. It doesn't.
But does it ever get draining? I believe you live in both. How do you manage your life?
Still human being.
Does it get draining? Does it get to you?
I've learned with this work, you have to have a lot of rest time. You have to have a lot of time out. I'm not a recluse, definitely not, but I do love my private space, my private time, 100%. you do need quite a lot of rest time. You need a lot of nurturing, because you can push yourself into burnout very quickly, because it becomes so draining. And it's not draining because of what you hear, or the amount of people you see in a day. People don't seem to understand it's a mental exhaustion. You're constantly concentrating and picking up, and the only way I can explain it is to say it's a form of a mental exhaustion where on the outside you look perfectly normal, but internally you are physically and utterly broken.
And lastly, there's always been myths around mediums. What would you like to tell people? What is a medium to you?
I believe that it's also up to us as psychics to remember how we put it across to people who are dealing with human emotion, and to have a level of respect to how you deliver a message, because you're playing with people's lives, you're playing with their emotions, their psyche, and watching how you say things. And it's not what you say, it's how you deliver the message of what you're saying.